right, so I'm here with Ali Mustafa. You're a civil engineer who worked on the biggest 3D printed building in the world, correct?
Yes, actually, I am working in engineering contracting company, ECC, which in UAE since 47 years, and I was project manager for the largest 3D printing in the world, two-story, one building, and another story is structural walls, which is achieved Guinness World Records.
You got started with that company in 2015, right? As a site engineer?
Yes, 2015.
In the beginning, did you know you'd be working on 3D printing?
No, I didn't work before. Actually, it was 4 years ago when our CEO called me regarding this project because the team was from Moscow, and I am graduated, finished from Moscow, and I am speaking Russian also, Russian language, and the team was from Moscow, three engineers. And Apis Cor. Apis Cor was a Russian company, and now they are working in Boston, US, America.
Yeah, Apis Cor, I'm familiar with them.
3D printing contractors. And we started the project for 3 years and a half. And when I started the project, there was no any experience for me and even for any engineers from us because they didn't did any 3D printing building. And also here in Dubai, it was only two small buildings, not like service buildings. I mean, to be used for the government or used for the residential or whatever they want to use.
Mm-hmm. So you speak English, Arabic, and Russian?
Russian, yeah, and Urdu.
Wow, 4 languages.
Yeah, Urdu because I have completed 2 projects in Dubai. One Rimram project. It's completed by engineering contracting company. One Rimram project is like 18 residential building, G plus 12. And also we have one mega project, Dubai Merdif Health. It was also engineering contract company, main contractor. Dubai Investment, it was a client. And there's, the construction is a lot of laborers, and they are from India, from Bangladesh, and their language should be to communicate with laborers and foremen. You should know the Urdu language.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it from them. I learned from them. And actually, the 3D printing, it was shared by Dubai Municipality. They was owner for the project and the client and consultant. And as per the full instruction from Dubai Municipality, we are engineering contracting company following the instructions, and we was partner with Dubai Municipality to get this great achievements.
Yeah, back 3 years ago when you guys were working on the project in 2017, I had met with Nikita Chenuntai in Boston, Massachusetts, in America. And he showed me some pictures of like the first walls being built of that project. It was really cool. So
yes,
since then, has ECC expanded their 3D printing capabilities? Are they pursuing more projects like this?
Actually, of course, ECC is interested for more projects, but as with the situation now, COVID-19, I think all the country they are hold the project and stop the business, like not stop but hold, because they are afraid in the future. They don't know what the world will face. For example, next one after 1 month, 2 months. So the 3D printing technology, it's depend of the we should visit US, we should visit Germany, we should go to Turkey, for example. I mean, it's need transportation. So the transportation is not available because of COVID-19. So that's why I think in 2021 will upcoming more projects. As I feel now, more companies they contact to me regarding the 3D printing projects in the future. So I think yes, it will come more project because the 3D printing it's the future, and this is in the future will save the cost, saving the labor cost and indirect cost, and I mean the 3D printing technology. You can use only robotic arm or gantry system to build your villa or your buildings without maybe need only one labor, not like much labors need, and also staff engineers. It's mean you will save the cost because in the traditional buildings, other comparison with traditional building, our buildings, it's need more engineers, need more labor. That's why I think the 3D printing technology will save more cost and time, not only cost. And you will get one time good finishing for your villa.
Yeah, there's a lot of dispute around the finishing. Some people, I personally appreciate the layered structure because it shows how the building was made. And I guess it's simpler to just print it and leave it how it is. But some people want to have a smooth finish, like a spackle or plaster on the outside.
Mm. See, it's we have a different mind for the owner. Some owner he want to be smooth finishing. Other owner he want to keep it like that because he want to see 3D printing walls.
Hmm.
So like it's layer by layer, it's like groove. So for me, it's better to see the wall itself, like without any finishing, without any touch, because this is 3D printings and I like it.
Yeah.
Architectural also it's interested. So regarding the finishing, you don't have any problem, and all the owner and client investors, there is no any issue because you can do what you want finishing. Even plaster, it's okay. Paint, spray paints, gypsum board, whatever you want, you can do. This is yeah, there is no any problem. Uh, I want to say like 3D printing technology, it's friendly with everything.
So the project that was completed, the printer, there were one or two printers on the job site.
We completed the project with one printers from Apis Cor. It was first printer for them. It's manufactured by Apis Cor.
Mhm.
And of course, you know, when you start anything new, you should make a trial and error, trial and error. So we learned from our errors and improved the printers, improved the stuff, improved the design mix of the 3D printing material. So we like take a lot of time to get the final result because 3D printing material, robotic, everything there is no experience, zero experience was. So experience coming only the last 3 years. But now I can say 100% we have experience and we have a dry mix 3D printing mortars. We have Apis Core robotic, and we can save more and more time and cost and wastage material also. You know, in the other building, you have a lot of wastage material. You want to shifting the material, and you want to bring the machinery for this wastage. But by 3D printing technology, there is like zero wastage. There is no wastage materials.
Hmm. The material is still pretty expensive compared to regular concrete, right?
No, it's not expensive compared with concrete because it was local material
Okay.
and it was monitored by Dubai Municipality, engineers, and we we made a comparison between the cost mortar 3D printings compared with the block. We cannot make with concrete because the 3D printing technology, it's a replacement till now. It's replacement the block. We can say block. So comparison with the block, it's okay. The cost it's okay, and in the future we can make it like less also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all
And
the
it was
projects.
100%. It was local material,
That's
UAE
great.
material.
So Apis
Yeah,
Cor,
this
what
is
do you?
what the important point for the Dubai municipality, and that's why the projects take time because we want everything local. Because if you want to achieve something and everything from other country, so they don't like it. So I am actually appreciate the government of UAE, and because they are supporting us, and they are 24 hours following with us for all each point. Even Mr. Dawood Al-Hajri is coming to site and monitoring the work, following us, supporting us. So I am appreciate for all the UAE the leaders and the government.
Yeah, 3D printing is very important to the government in Dubai, right?
Yeah, of course, it's very important.
Why do you think they've made such a strong initiative and such a push to initiate construction companies to use 3D printing?
I think there is a construction company is different who's made like we built villa G+1, G+2, G+3. This is I'm advised to use 3D printing because it will help you in you will save time, you will save cost, you will get quality, and also in your indirect cost. What do you mean indirect cost? Like staff, offices for your staff, transportations. If you will save time, then it's mean you will save money. Time, it's money. So regarding the 3D printing technology comparison with traditional buildings, of course you have to go to for 3D printing technology option because you will be happy with robotic. You are working with robotic and you will get good finishing, and you can design by yourself what you want, and robotic will follow your instruction, but as per the country code.
So as the project manager, did you see on the job site many less people than there would have been with a traditional site?
Again, I'm not heard
Were there
again.
significantly less people on the job site during the build?
No, no, they will not left. Why left? The people they will. I think it will come more people for the 3D printing business. Why? I think because it's a new technology and need a new employee to share with 3D printings and to come and work for 3D printing work, also, of course. So, but I understood your question regarding the labor. The 3D printing cannot be, reality cannot be built like towers. We cannot go for towers. We cannot go for G plus 8, 12 now. So only G plus 1, G plus 2, downtown villa, townhouse, warehouse. This is actually now it's taking not too much stuff and labor, and without 3D printing. So 3D printing will not lift any employee his job. He will not lift.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the same thing. I agree.
Hmm.
The specialized tradesmen aren't going to be replaced, like the fine work like tile or windows or roofing even. This stuff isn't even coming close to being 3D printed yet, so they have a long ways to go till they have to worry about that.
Yeah, we have to install the windows, doors, For windows doors, we should make a lintel with steel, and we have structural. Yani, don't forget the structural systems. It's the normal, like other buildings. We first of all make excavation and making the services, make the compaction soil, make the foundation, even the raft, isolated, whatever, by cabs. After that, we make slab bone grade. Then we start the windows after the beam slab. We used our hollow core slab, precast slab, which is better for us because we want to avoid the material shifting from the building. Because when we shift the material, maybe material will damage with 3D printing wall. So we did in our sun project hollow core slab precast. It's better than cast in situ. We need the labors, but not much labors. Yani like another buildings need, for example, need for 3 months for like 100 labors. For 3D printing, like 20-25.
Wow. So the local
Yes.
material that you used, were you able to include any dune sand in the mix?
Mixed 3D printing.
Yeah, I know dune sand isn't able to be used in regular concrete, but I've heard that because of the additives in 3D printed concrete, you're able to include the like more fine and like round dune sand.
Okay, you are talking about the additive for the 3D printing mortar.
Yeah.
Okay, after additive, some material additives, and what you want to?
So regular concrete, you can't use sand. You can't use the sand from Saudi Arabia in, because the dune sand is so old that it's like perfectly round, and it's too smooth for regular concrete, from what I've heard.
Okay, regarding the 3D printing mortar, it's totally different for the concrete. It's not concrete. Concrete is different because concrete we have the aggregate. It's which like 2 centimeters the size or 1 centimeters, and we have grade for the concrete compressed strength. It's 45 MPa or 50 MPa is different for the vertical or horizontal. But the 3D printing mortar, it's the same plaster but more compressive, and we have a gyps cement with chips, crashing sand. We have aggregate also we have, and some additive which I cannot say. Chemical we have. So it's totally different. We cannot make any comparison between 3D printings and concrete.
Okay.
In the future, as I connected with Nikita and Anna, CEO for the Apis Cor before, they said they will improve the 3D printing design mix to be loading bearing wall, to be bearing walls. Like the 3D printing wall will receive the load from the slab direct. So it's bearing loads. Bearing loads, it means the wall no need steel to put, and no need columns. Direct for the walls. So from slab to walls to foundation. So this is the big challenge now for the 3D printing company, to make 3D printing wall like a structural system. If we can improve the 3D printing model to be structural system, sure that you will use in towers. There's no issue, because we should make sure the 3D printing walls, we have wind load, earthquake, lot of forces, and we should calculate in our analysis when we make structural analysis.
Dubai has earthquakes?
No, until now, no, but we consider in our calculation when we made the calculation for the structural system. Of course, we consider this point because we are engineers. We want more and more safe for the
Hmm.
humans and for the residential.
So where did you go to school for civil engineering?
Again,
Where did you study civil engineering?
in Moscow,
Ah,
Russia. Yeah, it was 6 years there.
nice. How was that experience?
Yeah, it's nice city and nice country, and actually I am proud to finish from there because the science and engineers it's very good there. Which I noticed that there's a lot of bridge, a lot of airports, and it's Russia. We are talking about Russia. So I have seen the Russia in the actual. This is fantastic, and people there it's very open and without any racism, without anything. It didn't feel anything. 6 years, all peoples, Russian peoples and other, they are working each together, help me, support me. So actually, that time was very happy to choose Russia to finish my university there.
Yeah,
But
sounds great.
because I am talking a lot of language, I have four language. So sometimes my mind it's not working. Four language it's too much
So
for
then,
me till now because I have Russian engineers, I have staff also from India, Bangladesh, Egypt, and stuff from Arabic country. So for during one day working day for me, I want to speak four language.
how did you learn English? You learned Russian in Moscow. I guess you just learned English in school.
It was yeah in our school like 10 years, but it's not like for the observations and to communicate with people. It's in general, but I learned from here only from Dubai.
Hmm.
Yani 5 6 years in Dubai only.
Cool. Do you think I guess you do think the use of 3D printing will increase in Dubai. It's just been a temporary setback. In some ways, you would think COVID might increase the desire for 3D printing because it uses less people less close together.
You mean the 3D printing project will be increased?
I mean, from COVID, the COVID requires people to distance, right? So the printer allows you to, instead of using blocks where one person is putting the mortar on and the next person lays the brick, they don't have to be so close together if they're using the printer.
You are right. Yes, because of COVID-19. You mean yes? So the 3D printing technology also it's good against COVID-19. Why? Because for COVID-19 you need to keep distance. You want to keep yourself safe. It's mean you can keep the robotic in the site, and you can one engineer he can make a control for the site. No need like 5 6 engineers and a lot of labors. No need for the 3D print technology. For my experience, I always say you can print from your home. You can be in your home and online with the robotic like another country, and you can print. It's robotic,
Mm-hmm.
and you can connect online. So it's mean in the future if the COVID-19, I hope it will be finished and left over the world, but if the COVID-19 will continue, so 3D printing technology it's very good option for the owners and the client to use this technology.
So working on a 10,000 square foot building with one printer, the printer had to be moved many times, right?
Yeah, of course.
So was it moved with a crane or a truck?
See, in our projects which we completed, it was 12 point for the 3D printing machine,
Okay.
and each we had 12 point for first floor. Once we finish from first point, we print in the wall. So we want to move the 3D printing machine to other points. What we used the mobile crane, 25 ton, for shifting the 3D printing machine. This is what we did. This is easy. It takes like 20 minutes, 25 minutes for shifting and reconnected the cable, power, everything. But what I heard from Apis Cor, Nikita, and other company, they make 3D printing for the 3D printing machine like small wheel track. So wheel
Mhm.
track which is moved by remote control. So you can see it's like car, robotic arm. It will be like car, will
Mhm.
moving inside your building without any shifting, without use anything. So it will be great and will be save the time.
Yeah, it'll make it much easier to transport. So
Yes.
then the first floor was printed from the 12 points, and then columns and
Second
rebar.
floor, second floor also 10 points.
And so the floor was a concrete floor, right? For the first floor, second floor.
Yes.
And to the structural support for the first building, it's resting on concrete columns with rebar.
For our buildings, talking about structural system for the see when we will talking about the design, structural design, we should start from up till down.
Okay.
So from up we have first floor slab, then we have beams, because the load, structural loads, it's transfer from slab, hollow core slab, transfer to beams, beam transfer to columns, columns transfer to slab, ground floor slab. Then ground floor slab transfer the load to for the beams, beams transfer to columns, columns to the foundation, foundation for the soil. So this is the subsequence for the structural transfer load from the buildings. So all buildings, it's together connected with structural system, which is calculated and approved by Dubai Municipality and Apis Cor,
Mhm.
and matching with specification regulation UAE.
So
And actually we are get the building completion certificate we received from civil defense, from all authorities in UAE. We connected the power from DIWA here in Dubai, and our building it's get the building completion certificate.
that's
So we
great.
have it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we receive
difficult.
it. It's safe, and the civil defense also we received the certificate from them, and no objection to use this building. It's safe.
It's nice that the municipality and the permitting offices in Dubai are willing to work with you for these kind of projects. In America and other countries, they don't want to be as helpful, and they don't want to get involved in something so new. Whereas,
Yeah, this is the different, as I told you. Why I am really proud to be working in Dubai and here, because Dubai, they want everything new, and they want to make UAE great. So they have power, and they have build the Dubai and build all the UAE, and to be in the first in the first country in the world for everything. So this is supporting us, because really they was supported us full time following with us. Any small problems, they provide the solution. And even if they don't have the solution, they provide us support to looking for the good solution for 3D printings for another building. And we have seen the result. We see already now how Dubai for the world. Dubai it's a very amazing and famous city in all the world.
Yeah. Dubai construction's incredible. They have so many amazing buildings.
Yeah, amazing buildings, and Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world, I think. Oh, we have 3D printing technology. We have the infrastructure. Everything in Dubai has track records. And this is amazing achievement for the UAE, for the Dubai by leader Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. I am very appreciate and proud for Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid because they make Dubai and make Arabic country also to be a leader in the world, I think.
Yeah, it's terrific. So have you been to the STRI Park?
Again?
There's a place in Dubai called the STRI Park where they've done a few 3D printed construction projects. I was wondering if you're familiar with it.
Okay.
You haven't been there?
No, I not understand this one. What do you mean, this one?
The Sharjah Research, Technology, and Innovation Park.
First Technology and Innovation Park?
SHARJAH.
Sharjah?
Yeah.
Sharjah Innovation Technology. I know the Sharjah also they have printed one villa. It's 80 square meter, I think. They printed a few days before a few days. So I will visit this Sharjah Innovations Technology Parks very soon. I get the invitation from them.
It's probably become easier now that there have been a few projects. They kind of have experience and with the permitting and everything, they know what to expect.
Yes, of course. See, actually, I want to be like help and or advisor. I want to use my experience. Actually, I want to use my experience for any other investors, client, owner who is interested for 3D printing. I want to use my experience, my powers now, everything for 3D print technology. I want to be assistant, and I am open to assist any company, of course, with permission from my company, engineering contracting company, ECC. And we are not close. We are open to work with any owner or client if the offer will be good for us.
Not even just in Dubai, but internationally.
Yeah.
So what projects are you working on currently?
Currently, I am working in Dubai Creek Harbor with the Amar client. We have projects, residential projects, G+8, G+12, different buildings, which is like 700 million, I think, dirham cost.
So the majority of labor in Dubai doesn't come from Dubai citizens or even Saudi Arabian citizens, right? It comes mostly from other countries.
Yeah, from other countries.
India, China?
No, India, Bangladesh, Egypt. This is more labor coming from there. Actually, skilled laborers. I am also appreciate these countries because without these laborers we cannot build and we cannot do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm also in my career and my working days. I am provide full assistance and help for the laborers and also respect them and appreciate also them for his hard work, because without laborers, really we cannot get anything. So the laborers is the main thing in the construction. So
Absolutely.
this is from from country from India, from Bangladesh. Not only the laborers, most of talent engineers we have from India, from Bangladesh, from Egypt, and I have noted that from Philippines also we have country Philippines. Some engineers, good engineers, and qualified, certified. So it's not only labor, I mean, yani.
Is it getting harder to find engineers and laborers?
Again,
Is it getting difficult to find engineers and laborers? I know in America and many countries in Europe, there's kind of a labor shortage. People don't want to do so much manual.
it's yeah, I think so, because it's yani, my company, they have experience 47 years here, and they are knowing all the procedure, how to bring the labor from India from to here. They knowing everything, the cost, the wages for the laborers, and knowing everything. So I don't think so they will go for another country to looking for the new labor, new cost, transportations from country, and Bangladesh, India. They knowing everything, and it's easy transport, and also the wages for the laborers. It's good
Hmm.
for the country and for the labor.
So most people that come do labor in Dubai, do they get a work visa or do they stay permanently?
You mean workers?
Yeah.
Workers, of course, if they will come to Dubai, they want to make a visa, permanently visa, labor visa. For example, for me, I have civil engineer visa. It's mentioned there in my visa. I am civil engineer. All titles should be mentioned in your visa here. You will get visa for 2 years, and you will renewal every 2 years. If you will continue with your company, you renew the contract, then renew the visa. Did you visit Dubai before?
No, I haven't yet, but I'm hoping to go in February.
It's nice. I advise you to come. And when you will come, I will come to airport to see you and bring you from airport. Amazing buildings. This is the all. I think the world record, Guinness's World Records. It's like the taller buildings in the world. Burj Khalifa is there, so you will see a lot of parks. Dubai and Resorts Park. It's an amazing park there, and you will. And you will feel like interest to see these places, because what you want to see in Dubai, I don't think like you will see for another country. When you will go for another country and you will come to Dubai, you will make comparison. The Dubai is more buildings, more equipment inside the parks, and more managing. They have good management, infrastructure also good. I mean the roads, and they have the system. We can say they have the system.
Historically, America was always an innovator, and that's kind of like what helped America get stronger. But now our innovation has kind of like, maybe it's more focused on software or like tech companies or something, but for some reason we've been lagging behind in the 3D printed construction innovation, and really all construction innovation. I mean, you look at the real innovations in construction, most of them are coming out of like Sweden or European countries, especially where it's really cold and they have to build really fast. They always figure out ways to do offsite construction and new kind of technologies like that. In America, we have Icon Build, we have Winsun, or no, sorry, not Winsun's Chinese. We have Icon, Mighty Buildings, and I guess Apis Cor is really a Russian company, but they're operating out of America now. So
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see some bigger projects in the near future.
hmm for me, if I want to come, for example, any civil engineer, I have experience in Dubai, UAE. Can I come and work for the U.S. country? Any company there I can work with them,
I'm not
or it's
sure. I had a friend from Ecuador who graduated with me in university, and there's like a lottery system. So he worked at a bank, and the bank applied for him to be able to stay after his like 1 year student visa. And it went into like a system where he would basically pull a number out of a hat, and he didn't get it. So then he had to go work back in Ecuador. But I know that every country has different rules. And so some
yeah.
countries, people can just come and work here. Some countries, they need to pass certain certifications. Sometimes it's just like up to chance. I would
Or
hope.
they need invitation from company. Maybe need the invitation, special invitation. I want to come to America to see manufacturing, 3D printing technology. I want to see the projects, and also I want to work there. I don't know how, because really I like the America weather, like snow, rain. So I
Yeah.
was in Moscow, and I like the America weather.
Yeah, we just had a snowstorm here in New Jersey last week. It snowed like a foot.
Yeah,
It's always funny. People see snow for the first time. It's like amazing. But after you see it so many times, it's like you got to shovel the driveway and you got to shovel the walk paths, and then it gets icy. And so you got to put salt down, and it's a lot of work.
yeah,
But you get to go sledding too. So it's upsides. Well, thank you for spending this hour talking to me about the project and the different stuff you've been working on. I really appreciate it.
yeah. I also appreciate. It's nice to meet you, and I hope to meet you again. And because of my English not like too much good and professional,
Your English is pretty
I
good.
don't know. Maybe, but not that good. What I need, I need more than. I want to improve from myself. That's why. So I hope to meet you again. So what you want to do for this? You want to make like YouTube something you want to do? You will do it or what?
Yeah, I usually like to publish pretty much the entire podcast, mostly unedited, and I'll reach out to you after I book my flight to Dubai in February, and we'll figure out what dates it'll be.
Yeah, it will be great to see you.
All right, great. Nice to meet you, Ali. Have a great night.
And also to you, have a nice day, and thank you for the invitation. And it was nice meetings. And I am always open for any meetings in future.
Great. All right, have a good one.